All right. All right, here we go. Now, 7/8 minus 3/8. Let's blow up on that and see what we got here. All right, is everybody comfortable with 7/8 minus 3/8 today is? No. Say it first. Nope. 4/8. I would prefer everybody say 4/8 starting out. Bless you. And then I need 4/8 to reduce to what? 1/2. Anybody got an issue with 4/8 to 1/2? No, because 7 is bigger than 3. If it was -7 plus 3, it would be -4. You with me on that? All right, that's what I'm saying. Ask questions. I like it right off the bat. Number 1, we made a correction. All right, let's slide down to number 3. All right. Now, again, 4 3/8 goes on top because it's bigger than the 2. So we're just going 4 3/8 minus 2 1/8. All right, what's 3/8 minus 1/8? 2/8. And then we have 4 minus 2. 2. And then we just reduce that to what? 2 1/4. All right. 2 for 2 so far. Yes, sir.
For that, I just did 4 minus 2.
Yes, I'm okay with that. I'm just trying to be consistent with how I'm showing you things. All right, I know some of you are good enough to say, wow, I just know the answer. All right, and then reduce it. All right, but I don't know some of you. All right, so I'm making sure right now as we go down the page, don't write my answers down. Write your own. Then you can judge, yes, again, I know what I'm doing, or no, I need some help here. All right, let's give it a shot. Let's look at number 5. All right, now everyone has a problem with this. All right, first of all, is the answer going to be positive or negative? We definitely know it's negative because there's more negatives. Do we agree with that? All right, now, which number's bigger, the 8 or the 3? The 8. So when I rewrite this, I want to do 8 and 2 over 21 minus 3 and 5 over 21. Now, technically, look up on the board. The 8 is the one that's what? Negative. And the 3 is the one that's what? Positive. All right. Now, if I have a positive and negative, I always do what to the numbers? Subtract them. That is correct. Now, can I do 2 minus 5? No. So I have to do what now? Borrow. You're going to borrow from what number? The 8 and make that a what? And then what am I going to do with the numerator and the denominator? You add them. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to change the 2 to a what? 23. That is correct. Now can I do the subtraction? Yes. Help me with 23 minus 5. 18 over what? 21. And 7 minus 3. 4. Is the answer positive or negative again? Negative. Can I reduce?
Yes.
Yes. By how many? 3. So we're going to say that's equal to -4 and 6 over 7. All right. Now I've got a question. If you got it right, give yourself a check. If you missed it, put a little star by it and make your corrections. All right.
So basically, when you borrow, does that mean that you automatically get positive? Because
No. Yeah. Yes. I understand what you're saying. Yeah. Just always add these two when you're borrowing. Don't think of it as a negative.
But is it for -8? So would it be -7 or?
That's what I put. -7.
But, oh, yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
You have to like change it, but I just feel like maybe -8 and then -5 and then.
Did you get the right answer? Okay, now let me teach you why. You with me? Because I'm glad you asked me that. But you clearly see that can't be right. Do you agree? Now my question to you is, are you Do you understand we're subtracting here? Right. So the reason why you're having trouble is because you can't go 3 minus 8 and 5 minus 21. You with me on that? I mean, 5 minus 2, because why? There's more 8s. Now, let me show you. Hey, please everybody watch the physical representation of this. All right, I think it's worth it. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this real quick. All right, please be patient. Look up on the board. All right, because the most important thing is I was really happy with his question, because he doesn't want to just repeat the process. He wants to understand the process. So watch. Now I have 8, and I'm going to put 2 over 21. You with me? All right, so now I'm going to make a circle. Watch me make a circle here. But is it the whole circle? Is it the whole circle? No, it's only what? 2 parts out of how many? 2 parts out of what, guys? 2 parts out of 21. Whoever said that, thank you. It's 2 parts out of 21. So now I'm going to color in 2 parts out of 21. Please look up on the board. That represents how many parts? 1. That represents how many? 2. So this is, but is that really a good representation of 2 out of 21? No, because it's too big. Does everybody agree? I just don't have enough space to write it small. Now keep watching because you'll understand. Please watch, even those you guys who think you know. All right, please watch so I can show you how cool this is. All right, so I'm going to erase this. Now, why am I erasing this? Because it's not there, right? It's not there. This represents 2 parts out of 21. Do you agree? So does everybody see that's 8 and 2 over 21? Does everybody agree with that? Now I'm going to subtract how many? I'm going to subtract 3 and 5 over 21. Watch me now. Does that, you agree with me? Does that make sense? Everybody agree I'm subtracting? Now watch me. Please look and tell me what I just did. Uh-oh, hold on one more second. Come on, please pay attention. You're going to learn something. What did I just do? Did you see me? Watch again. What did I just do? No, what did I do, guys? I subtracted how many? 1. You with me? Does that make sense? Now I subtracted how many? Now I subtracted how many? 3, right? So I just subtracted 3. Come on. Does everybody agree with that? Now I still have to subtract how many more? How many more do I have to subtract? 5. Do we agree? I have to subtract 5 21s. I have to subtract 5 out of 21. Does everybody agree? So how many do I have here? Wait a minute. Keep looking. How many do I have here? 2. Does everybody agree? So I'm going to subtract out 2 out of 21. So I have to subtract out how many more? 3 out of 21. Everybody agree with that? Right? Now, 3 out of 21 can reduce to what? 1/7. So I've got to remove 1/7 from here. I take that piece and remove it. How much is left on the inside? 6/7. Good thinking, guys. Good thinking. There's 6/7 left. So how many whole pieces do I have? And how much left over? 4 6/7. 4 6/7. You see what I'm saying, right? Right. If you paid attention now, I'm not kidding, guys. Some of you guys are in your position you're in because you're just not interested. All right. It doesn't matter to you what I'm doing. All right. Well, I'm trying to show you the numbers make sense. It's logical. That's why I can understand it. I don't understand English because it's not logical to me. But math is so logical. I don't understand how people don't know. All right. I'm trying to show you exactly why it's true. You don't have to remember it. Learn it. Then you don't have to worry about it. That's why I'm trying to tell some of you, you have a big brain. You can learn it all if you want. Well, some of you just don't want. All right. That's what's holding you back. All right. So again, I've tried to explain now. Do you understand, Andrew, why you always put the larger number first? Whether it's negative or positive, put the larger number first. It's so helpful when you learn that just small little technique. Then you can determine whether or not you're borrowing. All right, go. What do you mean? Why am I adding? I'm not adding. I've been subtracting the whole time. I started out with 8 and 2 over 21, and I subtracted 3.
That's showing it's positive.
Yeah. You with me? Yeah, we'll try it again if you missed it. That's why I'm saying, listen, does everybody understand what I'm saying? When you daydream for 30 seconds, you might miss the whole thing. Even though you paid attention for 3 out of the 2.5, or 3 minutes out of the 3.5. If you daydream, you're going to be lost. Look up and see. And when it doesn't make sense, speak up. All right, you should care about being smarter. And some of you, I'm not sure if you do. All right, so -4 and 6, 7. So let's continue on, guys. I'm happy with that. All right, I'm happy. All right, hopefully you now know how to borrow. All right, let's knock out number 6. This one I tried to be a little funny on. Or I'm sorry, 7. The next odd. I'm just doing the odds. So come on now. Come on now. What are you confused on this one? 5/9 minus 5/9. What is 5/9 minus 5/9? 0. What happened to the fraction? It's like you have a half a pizza here. I eat a half a pizza. How much pizza is left? Nothing. So if I have 5/9 and I subtract 5/9, how much is left? The fractions this time cancel out. It's just -4. Now you're starting to understand things. But if you didn't try to put -4 down on your paper, if you just like, oh, I'm so confused, I'm lost, you should try. You might surprise yourself. After a while, you start trying, you start getting better. Your initial response can't be, I just don't know. Just try and make a mistake. All right, it's better than just sitting there saying, I don't know. All right, does anybody have any questions with why that's -4? Everybody's happy with that, right? All right, let's knock out number 9. I tried to be funny. All right, I could have put a lot more fractions up there, but we're all smart, right? Do we have a common denominator here? Do we have a common denominator? All right, I heard you, Levi, say yes. I appreciate that. All right, so now everybody's just doing 5 minus 2. What's 5 minus 2? 3 plus 7. 10 minus 8. Come on, guys. 2/9. How easy. How easy. We happy. Go ahead. No, if you got it, right? You understand? All right, good. Here we go. Let's knock out another one. We got some problems here, especially for those of you guys who were not here yesterday. Not mention any names. Okay, we're going to let it slide this time. We'll let you use that excuse. Okay, Luca? Okay, I know I'm teasing you. All right, we got to get a common denominator. 24. I thought you weren't here yesterday. How did you know that? Oh, okay. You're supposed to say because I had a great math teacher last year, not like this year. What's the common denominator? Oh, okay. I see. Shots fired in the back there. All right, I see it. 24 is the common denominator. 24 is the common denominator. So now I need help. The first fraction. Tell me, what am I multiplying by? Yes, you're multiplying by 3. So that becomes a what? 9. Talbot, go ahead. Multiply the second fraction by?
4.
By 4. You are brilliant. So now I have what? What kind of 20? What's this?
Oh, sorry.
Right. Or minus 20. All right. And now knock it out. 9 minus 20.
So,
Yes.
12.
Close.
13.
Well,
-11.
-11. Don't be worried. -11 over 24. Perfect. All right. Girls over there, you guys all right? Seriously.
Square.
Okay. What? Oh, we got a problem in the back here. How do I do what? I showed you right here. Do you see where it is? I had to get a common denominator, so I had to multiply 3/8 by 3/3 to make it 9 out of 24. And then I had to multiply the 5, 6 times 4 to get it to be 24, right? And all right, here we go. 13. Shh, 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 shh. Isaac, help me out. Common denominator. Somebody said 60. Does anybody agree with 60 on that?
Yes.
Right, 60. All right, now for those of you guys like, I don't know how to get 60, you can do 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Does everybody agree with that, right? All right, you're just listing the common multiples. All right, so now with 60, I multiply the first fraction by what?
6.
All right, and that becomes what? What kind of 42? Negative 42. And the second fraction?
Times 5.
Yep. You're great. So now tell me.
Negative 77. 50.
You are amazing. Leave it like that.
So to my brain, I don't know why, but it makes more sense to do separate fractions instead of one.
I'm totally okay with that. It just, to me, that's just quicker. It's just quicker. What he's saying, guys, is he'd rather write negative 42 over 60 minus 35 over 60. Am I good with that? Yeah, I'm just was lazy. All right. I want to do things as quick as I can and accurately. All right. Not quick and making a bunch of mistakes. All right. So now we're getting harder as we go down the page now. So I need help. All right. If you don't know something, tell me.
So I was really off and I got 7 over 60.
Well, that's because you just subtracted 42 and 35 and got 7, but they're both negative. If they're both negative, what do we do? Add them. You add them because they're both negative. That's a really great question. Does that make sense now, right? Tell me. Shh.
Number 13 was the last one I did.
I don't know what you mean.
Like, I didn't have time to finish the other one.
This is a new worksheet, kiddo.
No, when you told us to do the odd.
Oh, when we walked into class.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Keep right on going. Now we're doing 15. I'm going to see how people are doing. We're on 15 now, right? Agreed? Yeah, here we go. We're on 15. All right, I'm going to ask somebody to help me with the common denominator. Everybody's sticking there, trying to find a common denominator. Helen, what are you thinking? Help me on a common denominator here, buddy. I'm really happy with you. 36. Good job. All right, now if I have 36 as a common denominator, what am I multiplying the first fraction by? Yes, what am I multiplying the second fraction by? And the third fraction by what? Very nice, very nice. All right, so if I multiply the first fraction by 4, what does it become? What kind of 20? All right, buddy, let's go. Next one. Good job. And the next one. Why negative? Positive 21. All right, now put your hands down for a second. Do you understand that? This is a negative and this is a negative. Negative is the same as subtraction. It is. Minus is the same as subtraction. We've been talking about that for a while now. Minus and subtraction are the same. Now, Kellen, to me, listen, I'm trying to help everybody with their mental math. So I don't do negative 20 and negative 30 because it'll be harder. I put the 21 and the 20 together first. What's that? What's 20? No, I'm asking Kellen. What's 21 minus 20? 1 minus 30. There you go. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? I look at the numbers and I try to make them easy. All right. Does everybody agree it's easier to do the 21 minus 20? All right. Good. Now we're on 17. I'm going to call on someone to help me. All right. You're trying 17. Let's see how things are going. Oh, this is the one we talked about a lot yesterday. So this is just who remembers what we got here. I'll let you tell me. Close, close. You have 9 pizzas. You ate 4/5 of one. How much pizza is left? Shh, shh, shh.
Oh. 8.
There you go. 8 1/5. Very happy with that. 8 1/5. Is everybody okay with that? You have 9 pizzas. You eat 4/5 of one. There's 1/5, or there's one piece left out of the 5. All right, that was a good one. Let's look at 19 now. Oh, this one was kind of a tricky one too. All right. Sydney, what are you thinking about this one?
I think negative 2 right plus negative 16 over 8. That's nothing.
Yeah, but just think about it like this. Here, watch me. I have red represents negative. So there's -2. And here is, I'm going to try to draw -3/8. There's 1/8, 2/8, and 3/8. So altogether, how many negatives do I have?
Yeah, 2 and 1 3.
-2 and 3/8. Everybody take a look at that now. I know it's hard. We're adding the negatives, correct? Do we agree they're both negative? Hello? We agreeing they're both negative. So if they're both negative, what do we do? Add them together. All right. Just like I said to you, what's 1 plus 1/4? Put your hand down for a second. I'm trying to teach you. What's 1 plus 1/4? Somebody tell me. 1 1/4. What's 5 plus 2/3? 5 2/3. What's -3 and -1/3? -3 and 1/3. What's -7 minus 5/8? -7 and 5/8. When they're the same, you just put them right together. That's what I'm trying to show you. Is everybody happy with that explanation now? That make better sense? All right, everybody's good with this, right? What? That's what happened up here. You had to actually do a subtraction. You with me? 9 minus 4/5. One's positive, one's negative, so I had to subtract. Agreed? All right, here we go. Let's continue on. I'm liking 21. What? You don't need a common denominator. They're both negative. You just add them right together. You with me on this now, right? Okay. Now, let's go. 21. Common denominator. Well, first of all, am I adding or subtracting, guys? Definitely. Which one goes on top? 8 5 6 minus 5 7/8. All right, Grant, let's hear you, buddy. What's common denominator, please? You're amazing. 24, 24. What do I multiply the first fraction by? Yes, so I get what? Yes, sir. What do I multiply the bottom? Now we got a problem. Do we agree? Because I have to do what? You have to borrow. So the 8 becomes a what? Now, what did I tell you have to do with the numerator and denominator? When you borrow, what do you do? Shh, shh, shh. I'm asking Grant. What do I do with the numerator and denominator? You add them together. So what does that become?
44.
Yes, sir. 44. Now you can subtract. What's 7 minus 5?
2.
2. 44 minus 21.
23.
23 over how many? You are amazing. All right, I'm listening.
So, okay, so the main thing I think I'm having trouble with, why would, sorry, let me just get out of it.
That's all right. Don't worry.
If, like, why, like, if, since we got first 20 minus 21, why don't we just subtract?
And make it -1 because there's already more positives. You asked me a very good question. You hear me? I tried to make a demonstration earlier when Andrew asked me that same question. Not the same question, but something similar, right? You just have to remember what I'm telling you. Put the large number on top, small number on the bottom. And with fractions, you can't just subtract 5 minus 7 and get or 20 minus 21 and get -1. You cannot do that. All right. The reason you can't do that is because we have to take into account this up here, the whole number. Okay. All right. Let's try. Now, I tried to make a little bit harder one here with 21 and 14. Levi, do you think you know a common denominator here?
42.
Very nice. Common denominator is 42. For some of you who are like, oh my goodness, that's so hard. You just count 14, 28, 42. Is everybody with me on that? All right. I'm not going to make it hard on the test. All right. But I'm expecting you to be able to say, okay, 21 and 14 makes 42. All right. So here we go. Do I add these together, Levi? Yes. So everybody's just going to write 7 and 5 over 21 plus 2 and 9 over 14. Common denominator is 42. So what do I multiply the first fraction by?
3.
All right. And I get what?
27.
And then I multiply the top by what? Or the other one by what?
2.
And get what?
2.
And now add them. What do I get?
37.
Over?
42. 9 and 34.
Yes. 9 and 37 over 42. All right. I'm liking that. How's that?
Is the dinner Friday, is it?
Quiz. Just quiz. Next Friday's the test, or next Thursday's the test. All right. Super important, guys. I'm pretty happy with that. Remember, you're not writing down my work. 25. Am I adding or subtracting these, guys? You're definitely adding. So again, I try to give you another hard one. All right, Jackson, tell me, what do we got? What's common denominator? What?
8.
8?
80.
80. Yes, nice work. 80. 80 is correct. So I'm throwing down an 80 here. I'm throwing down an 80 here. And what I multiply the top by? Yes, sir. 5. So that becomes a what? Very nice work. And the bottom one I'm going to multiply by what? And that becomes a very nice work. Now, final answer. 18 and 71 over 80. Are you sure? Positive. What? Don't listen to him. He's always wrong. Are you thinking, is it positive or negative? I'm asking. Don't change because Isaac said it. I would, why? You owe your mom 13 and you owe your dad 5. You don't have 18 in your pocket. You owe what? Yeah, you owe 18. Uh-oh, but, shh.
Say that the negative was positive.
When you're multiplying, yes, negative times a negative is a positive.
Said something about subtraction when it's like 2 negatives, it's a positive.
Well, you must be thinking of this. If it was negative minus a -3, minus a -3 is positive. But it's not -3 and -1. That's not 4. All right, while she's looking to prove me wrong, all right, everybody's working on 27. I'm listening still. Everybody's trying 27 real quick. Oh, number 13, she thinks she's got me. So let's see what we did on 13.
It's a negative, it's 2 negatives.
When you have 2 negatives, you add, and the answer is negative. That's what we have right here.
Let's just
Shh.
say probably. Yeah. I'm confused.
No. Look, they're both negative, right? So you add them together and it was negative, just like what we just did. You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you very much. Yes, I like your comments, guys. A lot. Okay, now 27. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, Miss Bowers, go. Am I adding or subtracting? Good job, girl. That's what I like. You put your hand up, you kind of turn into new girl. I like it. Common denominator. You're amazing. Wow, I'm pretty impressed here. Now multiply by what? Shh. Yep. Beautiful. Wow. Now look, kiddo, tell me again, what's 9 minus 6?
Is it?
Yeah.
Positive.
That's your only mistake. You should be happy. Very, very, very good work. Very good. Wow, pretty impressive. Your only mistake. Uh-oh, we got all kinds of problems here. No whining. Not allowed to whine. You're allowed to ask me a question. Shh. It is a no whining zone. I've been doing really bad. Well, we don't need to announce that to the world. Let's just fix your problems.
Yeah, -15.
What? How did you get negative 15? Shh, shh, shh.
I got like the -15 is the one. And then I got
No, you're subtracting, not adding. One's positive and one's negative, so you have to subtract. Right? That might be your mistake. You got to remember some rules here to play the game. Positive and negative, you subtract. Ms. Bowers, that was good, girl. Keep going now. All right. All right, here we go. Lydia, go ahead. Number 29. You're welcome. All right, am I adding or subtract? What? For which one?
I did do it on the flip side.
Yeah, that's your only mistake. All right, what am I putting? Am I adding or subtracting, first of all? Shh, no, Lydia's up. Tell me, adding or subtracting? Go. Am I?
You are subtracting.
Right, so let's put the larger one on top. 6 and 8 11ths minus 4 and 6 7ths. Shh, 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 shh. Hold up 1 second. All right, so 4 and 6 7ths. All right, now common denominator, please.
I don't know.
Between 11 and 7. And listen, if you have no idea, which I don't recommend, you can always just do what to the two denominators? Multiply them. All right, now the reason I can multiply.
Oh, it's 77.
What are you acting that way for? Come on, it is 77. Come on, it's not funny. Let's go, girl. 77, you can do that. Common denominator is 77. All right, now what am I multiplying the first equation by?
The first one multiplied by 7.
That is correct. And what am I multiplying the second one by?
10.
By what?
10.
Sometimes 10 times 7 is 70.
I mean 11.
That's what I thought you said. 11. What's 6 times 11?
66.
Now, am I adding or subtracting?
Subtracting.
Well, you can't say both.
I meant subtracting.
All right. Now, can I do 56 minus 66?
No.
No. So I need to what?
The top two.
Yes. Come on, girl. I'm not interested in playing around. Yes. You're adding. It's not funny to me. You have to borrow from the 6. The 6 becomes a what?
5.
5. Then you add 56 and 77.
Oh.
Right? Now we have to subtract. All right, so now 133 minus 66. I'm waiting patiently for you to do that. No one else tell her. Yes, that's what we're waiting for. All right, hold up. Yes, listen, guys, here's what I need from you guys. Let's finish for tomorrow. I just want you to finish the odds and I want you to finish, let's do 2 through
4.
Yeah, that sounds good. 2 through 12. 2 through 12. Tomorrow in class, we'll knock out the rest of it. You better be right. Yes.